I think we should take a break. I need to focus on myself, she said while texting another guy. So I helped her focus by blocking her on everything and taking that vacation to Europe we'd planned together, alone. Now she's stalking my travel photos while her focus time guy just ghosted her. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. Thanks. Throwaway for obvious reasons. This all went down over the last year, and honestly, I'm still processing it, but I figured sharing might help someone else spot the red flags sooner. Or at least give you all a good, what the hell story. Buckle up, it's a wild one. My name's Alex, 28, software dev in a mid-sized city. I met Mia 3 years ago at a mutual friend's barbecue. She was this vibrant, aspiring marketer with big dreams of becoming an influencer, always talking about content ideas, networking events, the whole 9 yards. I was the steady type, good job, reliable, the guy who plans ahead. We clicked because opposites attract, right? She brought the excitement, I brought the stability. From the start, I was all in. I supported her through everything. When she lost her entry-level gig during a rough patch, I covered rent for a couple months without batting an eye. I'd stay up late helping her edit videos or brainstorm posts, even though my own work days were brutal, debugging code till 2 a.m. sometimes. But it felt worth it. She made me feel like we were building something real. One of the big things we bonded over was travel. Mia was obsessed with Europe, Paris for the romance, Rome for the history, all that. We'd scroll through photos late at night, dreaming aloud. Imagine us on the Seine at sunset, she'd say, snuggling closer. I wasn't a big traveler growing up. Family couldn't afford it. But for her, I started saving. I picked up freelance gigs on the side, skipped poker nights with the guys, even cut back on my gym membership to stash more cash. After a year of that, we had enough for a 2-week trip. Flights booked, hotels reserved, the works. It was going to be our reset button, especially since things had been a bit rocky lately. Lately meaning the last few months. Mia started pulling away. She'd go to these networking happy hours and come home late, phone glued to her hand. I'd ask how it went, and she'd brush it off with, "Just work stuff, babe. You wouldn't get it. It's all about connections." I noticed her laughing at texts when she thought I wasn't looking, but I chalked it up to stress. She was always talking about focusing on myself more, reading self-help books, posting motivational quotes online. Personal growth is key, she'd say. I supported that too. Hell, I bought her one of those books. But deep down it stung. I'd sacrificed a lot, turned down a promotion that required relocation because she didn't want to move, put my own hobbies on hold to be there for her. Flashback to last Christmas. I surprised her with a custom necklace engraved with coordinates from our first date spot. She loved it, or so she said. Wore it once, then it vanished into her drawer. Meanwhile, I was the one remembering anniversaries, planning dates, keeping the spark alive. I told myself it was just a phase. Relationships have ups and downs, right? Then came the night everything shattered. I was in the living room, working on my laptop, when her phone buzzed on the coffee table. She was in the shower. Normally, I wouldn't look, trust and all that, but it kept lighting up. Curiosity got me. The preview. Can't wait to see you again. Last night was fired. From some guy named Jake. My stomach dropped. I swiped. Unlocked, since we shared passwords, and there it was, weeks of flirty messages. "You're so much more exciting than my routine life," she'd written. "Need this escape." When she came out, towel-wrapped and humming, I held up the phone. Her face went from relaxed to defensive in a split second. No denial, no tears, just a sigh, like I'd interrupted her vibe. We sat on the couch, the air thick with that awkward silence you get before a storm. I didn't yell or accuse. I just asked quietly, "What's going on, Mia?" She crossed her arms, leaning back like this was a casual chat. "Alex, I think we should take a break. I need to focus on myself right now." She said it so matter-of-factly, like she was ordering coffee. I stared at her, waiting for more, but she just kept going. "Look, you're amazing, okay? Stable, sweet, all that. But I've been feeling stuck. Like, I'm growing, and this relationship is holding me back a bit. It's not about Jake." "Jake?" I cut in, my voice steady even though my chest was tightening. "The guy you've been texting behind my back? The one from those networking events?" She rolled her eyes, actually rolled them. "Oh, come on, don't make this dramatic. Jake's just a friend who's helping me with my career. We vibe on the same level, ambitious, spontaneous. You're so predictable, Alex." Work, home, repeat. I need space to explore who I am without all this routine weighing me down. I felt like I'd been punched. Predictable? I'd bent over backward for her dreams. But I didn't say that. Instead, I asked, so, this break, is it really about you or about him? It's about me, she snapped, her tone sharpening. God, why do you have to twist everything? A break could be good for us long term. Maybe it'll make you step up too. Get out there, live a little. I'm not saying we're done forever, just pause. I deserve to prioritize my growth. You've been so focused on us that I've lost myself. Her words twisted like a knife. She was framing this as my fault, like my loyalty was the problem. And the trip? I said flatly. The one we planned together? The one I saved for. She shrugged. We can reschedule. Or you can go alone if you're that set on it. See, space already. Then she smiled, this smug little half smile, like she was doing me a favor. Trust me, Alex, this is for the best. You'll thank me later when we're both better versions of ourselves. I sat there, the room spinning a bit. Part of me wanted to argue, to list every sacrifice, every late night I'd held her through her doubts. But what was the point? She wasn't sorry. She was justified in her own head. Her logic was so warped, cheating disguised as self-care, betrayal as a pause. I could see it now. Jake was the shiny new toy, the focus she craved. Finally, I nodded. Okay, if that's what you need. No begging, no tears. I stood up, grabbed my keys. I'll pack some stuff and stay at a friend's tonight. Her eyes widened a fraction, like she expected a fight. Wait, just like that? You're not even going to talk about it. What's there to talk about? I said calmly. You need space. I'm giving it to you. She huffed, crossing her arms tighter. Fine, but don't act like the victim here. This isn't cheating. It's just exploring options during a break. Grow up, Alex. That was the last straw, but I didn't snap. I walked out, drove to my buddy's place, and that night, I did what felt right. Blocked her on everything. Phone, socials, email. No dramatic message, no farewell. Just silence. And the next day, I logged into our travel account. My card had paid for most of it, and changed the reservations to solo. Europe was happening, with or without her. If she wanted focus, I'd help by removing myself entirely. Looking back, that moment on the couch was infuriating. Her dismissal, the way she turned my commitment into a flaw. I spent that first night staring at the ceiling, replaying it all. How had I missed the signs? The late nights, the secretive smiles. It hurt, like gut-wrenching hurt. But I didn't reach out. Dignity over desperation. The weeks after that night were a blur of quiet chaos in my head. I crashed at my buddy Mark's place for a few days, then sublet a small apartment across town. No forwarding address shared with mutual friends, just a clean break. I didn't post about it online, didn't vent to anyone beyond a quick, "We're done," to my closest circle. Why? Because begging for sympathy felt pathetic, and honestly, I was too busy wrestling with the confusion. How do you go from planning a life together to being called predictable, like it's a curse? I'd wake up at 3 a.m., replaying her smug shrug, that half smile like she was enlightened, and I was the caveman holding her back. Flashback to a month before the blow-up. We were in bed, her head on my chest, scrolling through Europe itineraries. Alex, this trip is gonna change everything, she'd said, voice all dreamy. We'll sip wine in Tuscany, make memories that last forever. I remember squeezing her hand. Yeah, our forever. I'd already put in for the time off, juggled deadlines at work to make it happen. Sacrificed a weekend hackathon that could have boosted my resume, just to be there for her vision board session. And now, she was focusing on herself with Jake. It felt so unfair, like I'd been a placeholder in my own story. But I didn't wallow forever. 2 weeks after the breakup, I boarded that plane alone. Europe, Paris first, then Rome, Florence, a hop to Amsterdam. The trip we'd mapped out, down to the cafes and walks. At first, it was brutal. Landing in Paris, I wandered the Seine solo, the Eiffel Tower mocking me with its romance. I sat at a bistro, nursing espresso, thinking this was supposed to be us. Vulnerable as hell. Felt like a fool for trusting, for saving every penny while she texted some dude about escapes. Confusion hit hard. Was I really that boring? Did my stability make me invisible? Then something shifted. In Rome, tossing a coin into the Trevi fountain, I realized this wasn't her trip anymore. It was mine. I met travelers at hostels, hiked ruins I'd only seen in photos, tried foods without her picky vetoes. Internal voice changed, from why me, to why not me. I journaled on trains, clearing the fog. She called it a pause, but it's my restart. By Amsterdam, biking canals, I felt free, emotionally untethered. I posted a few subtle photos, not for show, just to document. A sunset in Florence, captioned solo adventures. No tags, no drama. Back home after 3 weeks, I was different. Landed a freelance project inspired by the trip, coding an app for travelers. Focused on gym, friends, even started therapy. Her? Irrelevant noise. Meanwhile, karma was brewing. I didn't stalk her, blocked meant blocked, but mutual friends dropped hints. At first, vague, Mia's been posting a lot about self-discovery. Then more. She jumped into things with Jake fast, ditching her break pretense. But Jake? Flaky startup guy, all talk. Used her for intros to her marketing contacts, then poof, ghosted after a couple weeks. Left her hanging mid-adventure. She spiraled. Impulsive spending on solo me-time, getaways that bombed, racking up debt. Friends called her out. You blew up a good thing for what? And she lost a few. Isolated, broke, her influencer dreams stalled. Job hunt tanked when a post about toxic routines, subtweeted me, backfired, making her look ungrateful. I heard it in bits, didn't engage. Let the universe handle it. By month 3, I was thriving. New apartment, promotion at work from that app idea. Dated casually, nothing serious yet. Silence felt powerful, like I'd reclaimed the narrative. That's when she started reaching out. First attempt came via a new number. Must have gotten it from a friend. Text at 10 p.m. Alex, hey, it's Mia. Can we talk? I miss you so much. That break was stupid. I see that now. Jake was a mistake, just a dumb fling. I was stressed, lost. But you're the real deal. Let's meet. I read it, felt a flicker of old hurt, but no pull. Deleted without replying. Next day, a call, voicemail. Come on, Alex. Ignoring me? That's childish. I said I'm sorry. We had something good. Don't throw it away over one slip. I need you. Call back. Hypocrisy dripped from every word. One slip. Like her twisted logic hadn't gutted me. I blocked the number. But she escalated. Week later, email from a throwaway. Saw your Europe pics. Looks amazing. Wish I'd been there. I realized what I lost. You were my rock. Jake ghosted, left me in a mess. Can we start over? I promise, no more focused bullshit. Desperate now, blaming him, not owning her smug dismissal. Still, I stayed silent. Then the toxic wave. Her sister called. Never liked me much. Always pushed Mia toward ambitious types. Alex, this is ridiculous. Mia's hurting bad. You blocking her? Petty as hell. She needs closure. Be a man and talk. Family's worried. She's not eating right. I kept it brief. I'm good. Thanks. Tell her to move on. Click. Friends next. Our mutual circle. One texted. Dude, Mia's begging me to reach out. Says she messed up big. You two were great. Give her a shot. Another showed up at my door. Her parents are on her case too. They're calling you stubborn. Just hear her out. It turned nasty quick. After ignores, her voicemails ramped up. Angry edge. How dare you ghost me like this? After I gave you 3 years? You're proving my point. Too scared to face things. Jake at least had balls. Call me, or you're dead to me. True colors. From sweet pleas to fury. Exposing the manipulation. Power reversal hit. She'd been the one dictating terms. Now I held the silence. Attempts spanned months. Stalking my posts. Private likes on old pics via outs. Desperate DMs from burners. Please, Alex. I'm alone, broke. You owe me this. But I didn't. Restraint paid off. Each ignore built my peace. Fast forward to 6 months post-breakup. Our mutual friend Sarah's wedding. Small venue. Unavoidable overlap. I almost skipped, but why hide? I'd met someone new. Lena, a graphic designer I connected with in Florence over gelato. Genuine, adventurous without the drama. We went together, me in a sharp suit, her in a flowy dress. Felt good, upgraded life on display. Mia was there, alone, looking rough, disheveled hair, forced smile, nursing a drink in the corner. Our eyes met across the room. She beelined during cocktail hour. Alex, she whispered, pulling me aside. Voice shaky. God, you look great. The trip pics. I'm so sorry. I was an idiot. Jake destroyed me, ghosted after using my connections. I'm broke, friends ditched, job's gone. Please, let's talk. I know I hurt you, but we can fix this. You're the only one who gets me. Desperation peaked, tears welling. Hand on my arm. Anger flashed. You owe me closure. Blocking me was cruel. I thought you were better. I stepped back, calm as ever. Ghost mode. Emotionally distant, like she'd faded already. Mia, that chapter's closed. No sympathy, no sorry about Jake. Focused on my growth. Europe taught me I don't need pauses or excuses to thrive. I've built something real, new job, new paths. You're irrelevant to that now. Upgrade twist. Lena approached, linking arms. Ready to dance? Mia's face crumpled, seeing the reversal. She desperate, me content. She stammered. Wait, who's she? But I just nodded politely. Goodbye, Mia. Walked away, leaving her powerless, watching from the sidelines. Now, I'm engaged to Lena. Proposed in Paris last month, full circle. Mia? Faded rumor, blocked for good. Thriving feels earned, ironic. Her focus freed me. Was I too cold, Reddit? Or just protecting my peace? Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. What do you think about this story? Share it in the comments.